Today on TvAgro, we will take a trip through 3 producing regions, of 3 different cheeses, their form of production and their economic and agricultural importance of each geographical place. Join us and enjoy with us. Artisan cheese, Minas Gerais, Brazil. Brazil. Due to its large agricultural extension, it has the potential to produce a large quantity of field products, taken from the land or from animals. In the state of Minas Gerais, thanks to its high milk production, they also produce artisanal cheese, taking advantage of the nuclei of families' workers and preserving the tradition for years. This cheese is recognized throughout the country, and the working group has expanded. Brazil's specialty cheese industry is concentrated in the southwestern region of the state of Minas Gerais, where dairy products play a key role in the local diet. Cheese bread, the region's most traditional dish, is basically a stuffed bread of cheese, and often other rich sweet ingredients are added. These cheeses receive a geographical origin mark in Brazil and have different types, from soft and fresh cheeses to mature ones that compete with the best Italian cheeses such as Parmesan, due to their intense and seasoned concentrated flavor. The quality of the products produced by these small nuclei has led us to win several international awards. After that, the business grew little by little, increasing its production without diminishing quality. Minas Gerais cheese was declared a cultural heritage of the country. Made with raw milk, thus constitute the identity of the country. Since 2 of the most consumed have this characteristic in their production, at a general level the most relevant thing is that they are soft and fresh, with an intense dairy flavor. After long and hard work to certify the quality of its cheeses, the marketing was easier. The first thing is to process, extract the milk mechanically, then it is taken to the cheese factory and poured into cans, mixed with liquid rennet and waited for 40 minutes, and after that time the dough is cut. Here comes the whole process of making the cheese, the removal of the whey. It is placed in a drink that acts as a strainer, making a manual press, and finally the cheese is salted. This process in this company is done twice a day. These production models drive not only the family nuclei immersed in the cheese production business, but also the region through tourism and work with agriculture. Artisanal sheep cheese in Cerrada, Spain. The sheep field cheeses are obtained through a process of elaboration of artisanal character, from raw sheep's milk, without pasteurizing or homogenizing. These producers firmly believe that only by achieving happiness in the herds, they can get the best milk and therefore excellence in cheeses and derived products. they do not understand the breeding and care of goats and sheep without the grazing method. Because they think that it is the ideal for animals to be able to behave freely in their natural habitat, in the mountains and meadows. Goats and sheep of Spanish Creole breeds, perfectly adapted to the climate, the characteristics of the soil, the feeding of trees and shrubs such as holm oak or oak, to the geography of the region, and that by consuming leaves, wild fruits such as acorns, aromatic plants such as thyme, fodder, flowers, green grass, etc., will later give characteristic and interesting nuances to the cheeses that produce. This is a family business, as is normal in producers of artisanal cheeses, since it is a custom that is inherited from generation to generation. To begin with, raw milk retains all its original characteristics, both nutritional and flavor and aromas, since its bacterial flora develops unique characteristics. In addition to its feeding in freedom, depending on the season of the year, it provides different nuances to the cheeses, and that gives them the possibility of producing seasonal cheeses or shepherd's cheeses. For the elaboration of their cheeses, they use without any mystery, 100% natural rennet from kid or suckling lamb and common salt, nothing more. It does not add any type of preservatives, additives or treatment for the rind, which is 100% edible and provides interesting nuances to each wedge of cheese, thanks to the natural molds and yeasts that develop during its maturation, which is around 60 days. There comes a time when if you don't turn it towards the cheese, the humidity is water in the center so much below that the cheese sticks to the board. It sticks so that you can't almost tear it off, it spoils, so you have to turn it over. The elaboration is done by hand, 1-to-1. During this time they rest on wooden boards at controlled temperature and humidity. This is a good way to produce goat cheese in a traditional and natural way, taking advantage of the great concentration of these animals in the region. Buffalo mozzarella cheese. All productive food exploitation must guarantee high-quality parameters, in terms of health. In order to offer products responsibly, with good nutritional content for human consumption, in the department of Córdoba, Colombia, there is a high concentration of buffaloes with breeds specialized in milk, which guarantee high production in addition to the quality of their derived products. Mozzarella cheese is a food variety, which has been gaining strength and gaining ground in the West for a few years. Mozzarella is a fresh, white, semi-moist, soft and creamy spun pasta cheese. Its skin is smooth and shiny, its freshness and aroma are preserved in a liquid medium. This type of cheese is also made with raw milk. It can be from cow or buffalo, the latter being more desired by the final consumer. Also, as in other cheeses, rennet is needed, but the difference is that for this one an addition of yogurt. The new technologies make us look at the horizon in a different way and change the traditional form of cow's milk to produce mozzarella cheese, and look at the buffalo as an excellent productive option, which satisfies the needs of businessmen and final consumers, not only in terms of taste for its exquisite flavor, but also in nutritional terms with added values for its high content of total solids and fats. thus providing the body with necessary and healthy nutrients. Mozzarella cheese can have multiple uses in the kitchen, but if it is known for something, it is for its presence in pizzas. We can also use it in salads, in balls, in sheets, or melted. In the new Colombian food customs mozzarella cheese, it has been combined with everything, especially with fast foods. The growing supply of this type of cheese has made marketers compete on prices, and now it is more available in the markets. So TvAgro gives them a little trip through some ways of producing this global delicacy, going through Brazil, Spain and Colombia. Cheese is an essential product in palates around the world.